understand you are trying to develop. If Allah will give that to you, you should earn it. You should earn it. And you should be cleaning and supporting this place as you will be cleaning and supporting the other place. If you are not cleaning and supporting this place, wallahi, if Allah will give you a building which is twice this size or 5 times this size, you will not build, you will not support it, and you will not clean it. So what will you have? You will have a bigger problem. Muslims, our standards, we have to look to our standards. People who want to come into Islam are looking at us. They cannot see Islam because they are looking at who? The Muslims. One lady in Sheffield, an old lady, she said, I have been living on this block for 34 years. I was on this block when those Muslims came and bought that building over there. And in 34 years, they never invited me inside the building. She said now they tore down the building and they built a huge building now to hold maybe 10,000 people there. And do you know that? She said when they got the first building, the women used to go around all the way to the back to come inside. Even most of the time, the women could not go there. She said, non-Muslim lady. She said the Muslim women, they could not go inside most of the time because they don't allow them to go inside. When they built a big mosque, they put another walkway all the way around the back for the women. And she said, did you know what they did? They came by my house one day and they put inside my mailbox an invitation, open house, please come to the mosque and come to know about Islam. She said, I did read about Islam. I went to the library and I read the Qur'an. And I went to the library and I read about your Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And I believe this is a good religion, but I don't believe those people is from that religion. I don't think those people is from that religion I read about in the library. Because in 34 years, I never see them do nothing for the community. They did not make a library, they did not make a clinic, they did not make any institution, they did not invite us for anything, just for themselves, only in their own language, in their own culture. That's the only thing I know about them. Muslims, that old lady, who is 76 years old, she is the representative of most of the people in this country who think the same about us. You want to call them dirty Catholics? Maybe they are, but that doesn't excuse us from being dirty Muslims. Muslims, correct yourself. Clean up yourself. As you say in this country, pull up your socks. Get your act together. People are looking at you. People are judging Islam because of us. And the problem with Islam is not Islam. It is the Muslims. Or Muslims. Many people in this country is on the verge of becoming Muslim. What is holding them back from becoming Muslim is what they see among the Muslims. They have read the Qur'an. I'm giving you an example. We have a project called freequran.org. You can go and look at it for yourself. We are sending 6,000 Qur'ans around the world in 37 languages. And we are finding 1 out of every 10 persons that receive the Qur'an is calling us up on the internet, and they are accepting Islam over the phone or over the internet. 1 out of every 10. No dawah, no direct dawah, no talking directly to them, just listen to the Qur'an to them. They're taking the Shahada and saying, I want to become a Muslim because they read the Qur'an. We are sending 12,000, 14,000 books called Know the Messenger Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam around the world. People are calling us after that and say, who is this man? We never know about that. This is a very beautiful man. I want to be a Muslim. I want to be like that. They did not receive dawah from you. They didn't get dawah from me. Just they read about Rasulullah and they want to become Muslims. What if we was to clean ourselves? What if we was to clean up our gatherings? What if we was to clean up our masajids? What if we was to act as Muslims and become as brothers and have the jama'ah and have the discipline and have the order and have the power and we have the resources? How many people will come into Islam in this country? I believe, brothers and sisters, 1 out of every 20 people in this country, they're on the verge to become Muslim. Millions of people on the verge because they are empty. They are frustrated, they are blind, they don't know which way to go, they are confused. They want something, but then when they look at the Muslims, they say, no, I don't think so. It's because of us. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to clean us. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to correct us. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to cause us to reflect. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to allow us to reach out to each other. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to cause us to follow the Qur'an and the Sunnah and not personalities. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to cause us to respect our leaders and for our leaders to listen to us. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He allows us to be able to penetrate the hearts and the homes of the non-Muslims through our conduct, through our behavior, and through our conduct and behavior. They will see the light of Islam, and they will see the fragrance of the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that the Muslims, wherever they come from, that they can go beyond their culture and treat each other as Muslim brothers. And do the small things, not the big things, the small things. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we extend the dignity to our women. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we set an example to inspire our children. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that the people who have resources among the Muslim ummah, that they open their hearts and they open their arms and they open their purses to help give the resources to build up the infrastructure of this ummah. We ask all this from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the basis of our sincerity. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala this on the basis of our sacrifice. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the basis of our knowledge, of our submission. We ask Allah all of this. We ask Him in the night, and we ask Him in the day, and we ask Him in the middle of the night, and we ask Him through our sacrifice. We ask Him through whatever He has given to us. We ask all of this from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ibadullah. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون وذكر الله تعالى وأعلى وأولى وأعز وأجل وأتم وأحم وأكبر وأحم الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله.
What do you need for your masjid?
What we need from our masjid is a place where sisters and children can meet together and discuss welfare in the community.
We desperately need a place where the social concerns of the community can be addressed.
To have play schemes, camping, and interesting Arabic lessons.
A kiddies corner would be nice. A place where, sisters could go and pray and don't have to worry about their children.
Yeah, it just feels that most of the mosques in London concentrate all of their efforts on just one part of the community. And albeit that it's a good thing that we're all worshipping Allah together, it just seems to lack that warmth and welcome. But at Masjid Taqwa every Friday, you can see Muslims from every part of the world, from Pakistan, from the Arabs, to Somalis, from the Caribbean, the Africans, the Chinese, and the English brothers as well. It's just wonderful. And it's just a bad thing that it's just once a week. We really need to have this community together as a whole, that we can just spread the love of Islam. Masjid Taqwa, working towards building the first Islamic cultural centre in northwest London.